Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. So, little gap down on the DAX, gift, gap filled straight away. FTSE inside day, 100, 250, as good as an inside day. We did gap up yesterday, we just kind of come down and close the gap. As good as closed the gap, and we've as good as closed the gap on the small caps as well. So, happy markets remain intact. Let's just quickly, we've been over the last week, we've been talking about this typical bull market action where it gaps up and then it goes to sleep through the session. Sometimes the slow grind through the session, gaps up, goes to sleep, closes up, gaps down, gift, closes up, gaps up, goes to sleep, sideways range day. And then you go and look at the actual what's been achieved, and most of the price action is done overnight. It seems anyway. It's just typical bull market action. And I'll just bring up the trend model as well, because the trend model never lies. We had a zone alarm, if you remember. I posted it on Twitter, and that nailed the low of this move. There will be whipsaws, but every market I follow is trending bull, apart from transport still in correction bull. That's the only market what's holding US and UK primary trend off. The dynamic trend on the transports, the short-term dynamic trend is just holding it back a little bit. Otherwise, we're 100%. So, fantastic. Moving on. Portfolios sat just 1 point something% off all-time highs, where the whack-a-moles have been coming into play recently. Well, for the last few weeks, it's been a bit of a grind, but not a bad market, just a grindy market. Good relative strength. Today, of interest in my account, obviously ideas is ticking up from a very interesting area, and this is normal action. Marlow had a bit of acquisition news and placing at price, so that one's obviously having a good day. What else is having a good day? SRC, it's full year numbers. It's happy with its full year numbers, which are extremely strong numbers. So even with the distribution problems, it's going to hit those numbers. So haulage problems, I should say. I don't think it's going to really be much issue with. I think that's old news now. Moving on. When it's at its worst, it can only get better. Could it get worse? Oof, usually when you see it on the news, it's at its worst. So I'll quickly just have an eyeball up. Commodities not having a good day today. Currencies, dollar bull expected to gap up so far. Let me just go and look at cable. Yeah, a little bit. We're back into supply on cable. It's just, it's a big picture area, dead obvious area. We looked at this supply for this area here and down to this area here, and obviously, the dollar affects the commodities. So I'll just have a quick look at US dollar CAD as well. And I like to look at Aussie dollar, US dollar as well. So the dollar is quite strong against those. So that's Henry. I think we've got Post at the door. I will choose to ignore it and so it is 10:05. We should have traded 24% to be on average volume. it's a quiet day in the large caps. I'll just have a quick futures in there again. Just been grinding sideways for some time. And the small caps 24%. Yeah, healthy mix I would say in there. SRC's in there obviously. DCTA, this one's a lose less scenario. Got nothing on the forward numbers of BP Marsh. This one's a return to very slim sort of pre-tax profit with a lot of debt by the looks of it. Strap yourself in if you get involved in that area. Put your cowboy hat on. Phoenix Copper, swing kicker, EQLS, bit rear view for us. Return to profit, isn't it? Return to growth. Norwich, Gfinity is a lose less. This has got no forward. Daily Mail and General Trust moving on. Tick down. ADV, no forward on that one. Got nothing on this one. We saw it on the, it came all the way down and it tagged 52-week lows and then threw it through a reversal, but not for me. No forward on PPIX. Cyan, this is a lose less. Turnover, probably a turnover breakout by the looks of it. Don't quote me on that though. Filtronic, this has just been a void since about 2008. Yeah, horrible stock. And Deliveroo, where did we see Deliveroo? We saw it on the swing points on this day here. That would be a very deep pullback, but you know, those who like to take those nimble hard pullbacks, it was there, wasn't it? But not for me. Okay, that is today's volume leaders. See how we go today. It's a pretty nice day in the portfolio.